Good evening. Good evening to each of you. I am Dr. Corrine Johnson, excuse me, and I would like to welcome you to day number 48 of the 60-day marriage challenge. Welcome to each of you. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining with us. And so on tonight, day number 48 of the challenge, our challenge is going to be to have fun and make sure that you are best friends with your spouse. Because, well, let's read the scripture. Excuse me. Our key scripture is going to be Proverbs 18 and 22. It says, "He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord." And so when you marry your best friend, you truly have friends with benefits. You laugh together. Sometimes you enjoy the same things. Sometimes, you enjoy different things. You flirt with one another. You make love. You wake up together. You do life together. Friendship and marriage, it just goes hand in hand in a healthy marriage. And so happy is the person who finds a best friend, and far happier is the person who finds that best friend in their spouse. And so when you are best friends with your spouse, there really are benefits that comes along with it. When your spouse is your best friend, you can have those unfiltered conversations. You can let them honestly know about how you feel without, hesitating to have to try to sugarcoat stuff. You won't be restricted to just having filtered conversations, but you can share your heart with your spouse when they're your best friend. And even when you're done talking, you'll feel loved and you'll still feel secure when, your spouse and you all have created friendship within your marriage. And so when your spouse is your best friend, you can even share those secrets with them that you don't want anybody else to know. Because who does a better job with keeping secrets than, your best friend? And so when your spouse is your best friend, you can share those things with them in a non-judgmental zone. And then you'll still, have that same adoration and love and care for one another, even though you may know things. And so being friends with your spouse, best friends with your spouse, means that, even though you may know secrets and they may have shared things with you, you accept them and you love them, with their flaws and all. And so being, best friends in marriage is so very important because, in marriage, you're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. But when you're in this thing with your best friend, even on your worst days, you all still can encourage one another and be there and support one another, in ways that's just priceless, right? And so even in the messiest moments, when your spouse is your best friend, you can still choose to be a team and still choose to love one another, and encourage one another, even on those days when you may not necessarily feel like doing so. And so when you marry your best friend, you truly do have a friend with benefits. And so that's your challenge on tonight, to make sure that you are having fun and that you and your spouse are best friends, because it's okay to be married and have fun. A lot of times we think that once we get married that, oh, we're going to settle in, and some people do. But, marriage can be fun, especially when you're married to your best friend. I know my husband and I, we laugh a lot. We do a lot of things together. We talk a lot. We have conversations and we share. We're very open about things, and so it just and you're in it with your best friend. And so it's good to be married, but it's even better to be married when you're married to your best friend. And so on tonight, remember, Being married to your best friend is truly having a friend with benefits. So, on tonight, thank you all so much for tuning in and joining with me for day number 48 of the 60-day marriage challenge. God bless you and have a great day.